All right, ladies and dudes, it's J-Mac here. We're going to talk about how Parkinson's broke my face. What's up, YouTube? It's this guy, Jeremy McDonald. Let me hear you say it. One of your very favorite people with Parkinson's. Of course, it's Jeremy, also known as J-Mac, Jeremy Mac. Let's do this thing. All right, if you would like to get a hold of me, Jaymacpodcaster, J-A-Y-M-A-C podcaster at gmail.com, on Instagram at JeremyMac76. All right. Okay, this is something I've talked about before. Oh, before we go on here, first of all, I'd like to say stay tuned for the movie of the week, of the video. And then you can check out me and Michelle, our podcast, You Said Whoa. I'll put a little JPEG up right there. It's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. Might be, just Google it, you'll see it. You Said What? WH3A's question mark. You'll enjoy it. It's where we talk about. There's one episode where we talk about Parkinson's, but it's pretty much just anything but. So I think you guys will like it. All right, what inspired this video was I was actually laying in bed the other day, and I was buck naked. No, just I had tight clothes on. And what I was trying to do is I was trying to blink my eyes, trying to do left, or right. I can't even do it. I can't blink my eyes. I can only blink one, and then it's really hard to shut the other one. And I've noticed that it's been going on a long time before Parkinson's, and I started to wonder, was it related? And of course we know there's the Parkinson's mask, which is when your face doesn't move. In fact, in my last MDS appointment, first time ever, she asked me to make my eyes go wide, scrunch my eyes and stuff like that. But yeah, I was laying in bed, and what I found was I was actually getting dyskinetic trying to blink my eyes, which is weird. I was trying to blink my left eye, my right leg, or my leg started twitching. It was really, really weird. But I recently rediscovered this video of myself. I guess this is 2009. Yeah, this would have been late 2009. So this is actually a little around 4 years before I was diagnosed. And what I noticed in this video was I think I was out at the bar. I think I was trying to book some shows for my band at the time, out at the Baja Rock Club in St. Charles Main Street. It's no longer there. It's kind of a sad building. We had a lot of good times there, a lot of good jams, a lot of wild drinking and stuff back in the band days. And so I was in there, and I was interviewing one of the waitresses for my then podcast with my friend Adam. And I think I was also trying to book some shows. I could be wrong about that. But what I noticed is, my mustache is not gray. And also, I noticed how young I was. But then I remember watching this video at the time and saying something is wrong with my eyes. Now, I showed it to Naomi back in the day, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I could see it. And if you also notice in this video, I'm chewing gum, which I'll explain coming back here in a little bit. But let's watch this video. I'll give some commentary. First of all, might I say, what a young, handsome man here. Okay, there's my friend Kayla. Now, if I didn't point it out, you probably wouldn't notice. I'm not blinking very much. My eyes are moving, and I'm making a point to move my eyes, and my forehead is not moving, and my eyes, I watch this video, I'm like, my eyes, there's something wrong with my eyes, and I'm chewing gum there, like I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. Look at them sideburns. This was a long time ago. See, I know I'm making a conscious effort there to smile. Once again, not blinking. Just staring. This is right before I really started to struggle at work. Still no blink, with one little blink. I'm not blinking. It's driving me nuts. There you go. All right, there you go. I'd like to thank the lovely Kayla for her permission to be on that video years ago anyway. So, okay, first thing, chewing gum. I started chewing gum because I would ride to work on my motorcycle, Suzuki Boulevard 883 cc engine. It was a big bike for me, but it was not huge. And I would drive in, and I had people say, and I've said this in other videos, why are you trying to look mean? And I'm like, I'm not trying to look mean. They're like, you ride on your bike, you'd look like you're like Billy Badass, coming in to like wreak havoc. Wild hogs, feared throughout the land. And there's a reference for you. So what I started doing was that when I would go to work, because I started getting tired of people saying that. I used to pop gum in on before I got on the bike in the morning, and I'd ride into work, and I'd chew the gum, and I would intentionally try to smile and wave at people, which on a motorcycle in the morning's a little tricky to do, but I would smile. And so I started chewing gum around that time. And if you notice, I guess you probably wouldn't notice, but I'm going to great lengths in that video to appear animated. Nobody would know but me. And that's a real frustrating thing when people misinterpret your facial expressions. I had an example of this the other day. A few months ago when we were bringing Bubbles home, my little pit bull lab mix, the neighbor came over to say hi. And at one point he looked at me. I guess I was looking at him, and he goes, "Should I go? Is it time for me to go?" Like, I guess I was glaring at him, and he started to get uncomfortable. And I was like, "No, you can stay." But I noticed in that second that I must have been glaring at him. I was off my medication, and I can glare when I'm on my medication. It's just like, I don't know what my face looks like. And it's like, you know how those of you who've seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will do that thing with his eyebrow? I can't really do that. Now, a lot of people can't do that, but I can do it on one side kind of, but then my left side, I can't move my eyebrow. It's really, really weird. And this was going, like I said, this predated Parkinson's much longer than this video, so it kind of makes me wonder how long this thing's been chewing on me, which I know we all say that, but one of the messages I constantly get is people saying, people ask me if I'm mad or what's wrong with my eyes, and that's, I gotta be honest with you, that's why I started wearing glasses, blue glasses a lot, because it kind of hides my eyes a little bit. And I've had people tell me that my eyes is one of my best features, but I'm so self-conscious about my lack of eye movement or lack of blinking or whatever you want to call it that I've become self-conscious about it. Now that's on me. My wife loves me either way, but yeah, it's just like the ability to communicate is so important as a human. And when you can't communicate with your face, or your face is sending off the wrong signal, people might think, "Oh, that dude's a butthole. Why is he glaring at me?" And I regret that I can't really control my face. That's one of the reasons on this channel when I'm around people, I'm constantly be laughing and trying to be funny. Because A, I'm a clown, but B, I'm like, nobody can misinterpret my laugh or anything other than, or my laugh or my smile as anything other than mirth. My juvenile sense of humor, my lust for life, and my dick and fart humor. I should mention there are times where I'm making an angry face and I am actually mad. So it's not always like the wrong expression, but just really hard is, especially as somebody who likes to communicate. And frankly, when I do the interviews on the podcast, when I do not just Parkinson's with people, I like to flip the camera around so I can see myself, which sounds vain, but I don't want to be glaring at my guests. I want to be, make sure I'm looking interested and engaged, and that can be hard with somebody with Parkinson's. There was a guy that used to, I don't know his name, but he was on the radio. He did TV interviews, and he said once he got Parkinson's, he had to stop because he could no longer emote and engage his guests like he needed to. He was so stone-faced that I guess he felt like his interviewing skills dropped. Just another one of the little effed up things that Parkinson's does to you. All right, so I'm going to leave you with this. This movie is for the girls, but it's actually a great movie. It's for everybody. Picked us up at my local mall. Bridesmaids. This movie is hilarious. Got to take out my glasses here. Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, Rose Byrne, Wendy McClellan-Covey, Ellie Kemper, Melissa McBride. This movie will make you freaking cry. It's so funny. It came out in 2011, so it's been around a while. If you have not seen this, one word: Brazilian food. When they go to the restaurant and eat Brazilian food, and I hope I'm not offending any Brazilian listeners, I think it's just bad chicken. Let me just put it that way. What ensues after that is just too funny for words, and I probably spit out my wine while I was doing it. But yeah, pick it up on Blu-ray, or probably can find it streaming somewhere. All right, ladies and dudes, that's all I got. And I got to tell you, this summer I'm worn out. It's just so hot I can't even go outside. I took the dog out just to go out to the bathroom, and it was like, oh my God, it's like, as I said before, it's hotter than Satan's butthole. That's all I got. Peace and love from the smoldering city of St. Louis.